Om Guruve Namah. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Let's meditate on the radiant glory of God, who illuminates all. May our souls be worthy of receiving His divine light. Through enlightenment by His grace, may we aspire for higher objectives and resolve to proceed on the spiritual path with energy. May this divine light guide the faculties of our intellect on the path of ultimate salvation. When planets make relations by exchange, conjunction, and aspect, they affect the significations of each other as per their friendship, animosity, natural strength, nature, elements, that is earth, fire, air, or water, placement in movable, fixed, or dual signs, in angles, that is first, fourth, seventh, or 10th house, or in trines, 5th and 9th house, or in trishadaya houses, 6th, 8th, and 12th, or in Upachaya houses, 3rd, 6th, 10th, or 11th, or in own sign, Mooltrikona sign, exaltation sign, or debilitation sign. Say for instance, when the 10th Lord and 9th Lord makes relation, they create Karmadhipati-Dharmadhipati Yoga. Such native gets the support of luck or fortune at his workplace or in profession and makes achievements. If we visualize it at more deeper level, such natives will establish Dharma, 9th house, through his Karma, 10th house. That is, he will do something impactful for the society for some bigger cause. The native will get good status and rise in career and will always keep ethics and morals ahead of his actions and will follow a righteous path. So we see that the significations of the houses get intermingled due to yoga when two houses makes connection with each other. When 4th and 5th Lord comes in relation in a chart, we know the 4th house is related to native's heart, and if malefics sit in 4th house, the native will feel pain in his heart. And 5th house is the native's consciousness. That is, this pain will affect his consciousness. Whatever will be in the native's heart will be there in his consciousness also. Such natives will always be happy or sad at conscious level, and their mind will be free from dualities. In other context, the 4th house is of comfort and luxury, and 5th of education, and the relation of the two will offer these significations to the native. That is, there will be comfort and luxury in the education part of the life of the native. When 2nd and 12th lords connect by relation, the native is predicted to waste wealth or will be spendthrift, as 2nd house is wealth and 12th house is loss and expenditure, or the native will also have very little savings with him. Whereas at the same time, if such native settles abroad or works in jail or hospital, he will have no negative significations. If such natives use their talent, hidden talent, because 12th house is the house of hidden talent, they will rise high in life. If such natives have a spiritual attitude towards wealth, a sense of giving up, that is surrender, will give them immense rise in wealth, as 12th house is of charity, donation, and surrender. And if everything is surrendered, it is also the house of liberation. So one has to give up everything, surrender everything to have everything. When 1st and 8th lords make relation, the native will either take too much stress in life and take to addictions, and to use this connection and to have benefic results, the native should involve himself in research, occult, scriptural study, and analysis to get himself transformed. Natives with this connection are in cloud banking, research, insurance, secret services, surgeons, doctors, taxation, audit and accounts. And if they are in these professions, they will not face any of the negative significations because they have put to use the significations of the 8th house. When 7th lord makes relation with the sixth lord, it indicates chances of diseases to the partner or a partner who will always remain ill. But if the native chooses a partner related to health sector, that is doctor, nurse, or working in an hospital or medical line, or working in banking sector or in judiciary, or do service, that is help people, or is in business related to service sector, the native will not face negative issues of diseases, disputes and enemies. That is, if we put to use the significations of the house offering problems, we will not face those problems. When 7th lord makes relations with the 12th lord, will generally indicate problems in marriage. But if the partners have a sense of let go, that is to give up in them, the relations will run very smoothly. As 12th house is to give up, the natives have to keep in their mind the sense of sacrifice in their relationship. That is, if the partners have spiritual sense in them, there will be no problems in their relationships. When 11th and 10th lord makes relation, the desires of the native will be fulfilled through his profession. So the native needs to focus on his karma and not on desires. And when he focus on his karma, his desires will automatically be fulfilled. If the native runs after desires, then his desires will bind him and develop bondage, which in turn will hinder his profession. When 6th lord makes relations with the 8th lord, it will generally be predicted that there will be problems and pains due to diseases related to 8th house, that is genital organs. But at the same time, 6th house is also of our 6 types of enemies: lust, anger, greed, attachment, pride and jealousy. And the 8th house is of our pains and problems. That is, the native will be in problems due to these 6 enemies. But at the same time, if the native put to use the significations of the 8th house and 6th house, that is do service, that is help others, involve himself in research, study scriptures, work in insurance, taxation, secret services or jobs related to audits and accounts or investigation agencies, banking, finance, health sector, they will face no problems. Even if the native takes 360-degree turn in his life, that is change himself transform totally, or he transform himself completely, then he or she will face no problems. So if we adopt the significations of the houses represented by the houses, it becomes a natural remedy for the problems signified by those houses when they are connected to each other. We'll keep sharing more interesting facts ahead and more knowledge ahead. Always stay blessed. Hari Om Tat Sat.